Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Heel Turn, our live weekly wrestling show and the official podcast of ProWrestling.Cool.
It's not just cool, it's .cool.
We are here to talk about this very busy week in wrestling, which means we're going to talk about NXT TakeOver WarGames. We're going to talk about Survivor Series a little bit. We're going to talk about Raw, we're going to talk about SmackDown Live, and I guess we'll talk about NXT, though not really much happened. I'm Owen.
It was one cool match, and then a match that was fine.
I think I have them in the backwards order. But I'm Owen, joined as always by John.
Joined as always by everybody out there in internet land. Isn't that cool?
It's not cool.
We are streaming live and video. Isn't that something that's pretty neato? Over at twitch.tv/ozoneonline and also somewhere on YouTube, I think. Is that still happening? Did you cancel that in the week that I was gone because I was moving?
No, it's still there.
Okay. I mean, I guess you could do that or something. I don't know.
Video's
Point
real
is,
blurry.
What?
The video's real blurry, but keep going.
Okay, well, nothing I can do about that except tell y'all that we are monitoring our chat on Twitch and our Twitter at the Heel Turns to send us your questions and your comments, and we will get to them as we deem fit. Owen.
John.
Moving still sucks.
Yeah.
But at least I have a computer again, and things are set up, sort of.
That's cool.
Yes. I mean, I'm not going to lie, I kind of put together this entire computer ensemble like 45 minutes ago. But it seems to be working.
I mean, we're putting out video.
Yeah.
I want to let people know that I'm actually like not in the normal studio, which is why probably the videos come out real bad. Because YouTube's yelling at me like, "Yo, your input's real low." I'm like, fuck, I don't know. Not
that
my
might
fault.
Explain it.
But yeah, apologies for the low quality. But the podcast version will be crystal clear.
Not a video though, so whatever.
Whatever. But John, Speaking of moving, I have moved to a campsite.
Oh yeah, I started that.
Why aren't we friends on it?
Because I don't think I've even finished the tutorial. I went to the first campsite that they tell you to go to, and I made friends with Apollo, and then I was supposed to go back and see Cyrus and give him my cotton, but I didn't.
John, do it! It's a good game! We're talking about...
Really, Owen? Is Animal Crossing Pocket Camp a good game?
As the #1 Animal Crossing fan on this podcast, yes. Yes, it is. Like, I actually had to stop playing the Australian version because I'm like, yo, I can't get too invested into this because it's all going to go away. I'm going to play the North American version, which I am.
I will say, I mean, to the game's credit, it starts, literally the first thing you get is KK Slider playing that guitar, and I was like, no, okay, no, this is an Animal Crossing. No, I'm in.
Hey, John, do you want to know a secret?
What was that?
KK Slider is in my campsite playing guitar.
It's a pretty cool campsite. Let me guess, you pick cool?
No, what you do is, for the next like 40-something days, you could choose one of 2 items for 250 Leaf tickets, which are the premium currency, to get a person to stay in your campsite.
Okay, that's great. I'm glad to hear that. But did you pick cool?
Oh yeah, of course, because I picked Apollo.
Goddamn right.
But the point is, though, that they give you enough to get one of the characters, because you could choose between KK Slider or Tom Nook.
KK. Always KK.
Hey, John, you what I picked?
You picked Tom Nook, and then you bought more tickets to get KK.
I picked KK, and then I bought more tickets to get Tom Nook.
Okay! Well, you know what? It was going to be one or the other.
Because they had a special going on for the launch. Like, you can get all these extra tickets if you pay $4. And I'm like, this game is worth $4.
Okay, well, I mean, I'm sure they'll make me that offer when I actually go to the store or something, and perhaps I will do this. Perhaps I will make this happen.
Core in the chat says no spoilers, so I will not spoil the end game where you fight Tom Nook on top of a burning tree that is made of money.
I mean, it's fine. You didn't spoil that, you know, the mutant demon spawn of Rossetti and Dawn are the last bosses, so.
It's true, because you don't see Rossetti at all because the game automatically saved all the time.
Yeah, I was really disappointed when I saw that. I was like, fuck, I'm never going to see Rossetti?
No, see, that's at the end, it's a surprise. He deletes all your save data, and then you fight him to get it back.
Oh, okay. It's all making sense now.
But in all seriousness, this game is really good, and I am having a lot of fun.
All right, then.
And more people should play it. Animal Crossing Pocket Camp. Big
and
up.
You want to talk about games that are less good?
Real fast, because we got a lot to talk about tonight.
Whatever, man. You talked a bunch about Animal Crossing. It's my duty
now
to tell you
it's a good game.
More about Sonic Forces. Because I've played a bunch of it since the last time I was on this podcast.
Why?
It's the new Sonic game. I gotta play it.
It's a bad Sonic game.
I'm gonna start with the positives of this game. Because there actually are a bunch, if I'm being honest. So, you know, say what you will about their focus on, you know, their extreme focus on building a bunch of the story and the gameplay mechanics around your original character do not steal. They really go for it. Like, and there's a level of customization and just like extreme amount of things that you can do that like are absolutely impressive. Like, not just in the level of like, you know, after you beat the game, you unlock the ability to keep making new avatars, and so you can have all sorts of combinations. You don't have to choose anymore between whether you're going to have man animal or lady animal, man animal or lady animal, because you get like 15 slots and you can have as many man animals or lady animals as you want.
What? Why?
Because, I mean, there's 7 different character types, and there's a persistent leveling system, dude. You level up your characters to level 30. Get a bunch of unlockables, because that's the thing. There's also like a crazy mission system in there, where it's like they have the average things of just like, you know, okay, beat the stage with an S rank, beat the stage in a certain time. But then they add like, you know, things like, okay, use certain weapons, or like different sort of challenges. Like it's all kind of simple stuff, but it's like it gives you reason to keep playing the game. And then they have fucking daily challenges, dude.
Why? Wait, in a Sonic game?
Yeah, they have dailies in a Sonic game, and they're not like, again, they're all really simple, like not hard stuff. Usually it's just like change your avatar, like change an item on your avatar, like, but they give you fucking like bonuses, like fucking multipliers for your end of level score, which all feeds into your leveling to level up your avatar.
Are there loot boxes?
There aren't loot boxes. I mean, basically what it is, you know, every mission you beat gets you different items for your avatar, and you can get, and like the amount of things in there is completely unreal. Like, you know, and granted, you know, at the point I'm at in the game, which is, you know, I've beaten the game as like 3 of the 7 different character types that you can do it as, or, you know, beat it. I mean, like, just gotten to level 30 with them, which isn't that hard, honestly. But basically, like, you get the ability to do just like a bunch of crazy shit with that. Like, hey, if you want to make a guy that has Amy Rose's dress and Knuckles' shoes and has like a DBZ scouter and is emerald colored for some reason, you can do that. You want to make a guy with a belt, you can do that. You want to, hey, you should check the video for a second here, Owen, because I got a fun thing that I need to show you that I created. If you just want to create a guy that is a fucking sentient bumper, you can do that.
Wait, what?
Yeah.
No. This game is fucked up. This game is fucked up, John.
Thing of beauty, if I say so myself.
No.
But yeah, so there's a lot of weird, like, smart thought put into this game, and like a lot of reasons to keep you playing it. Sure, it's a shame the content is not. Like, I don't even know what to say about most of it, honestly. Like, it's one of those things where the, okay, so of course, like, the game is broken up basically into 3 parts. It's like classic Sonic, which, especially after playing Sonic Mania this year, feels completely wrong and just like kind of slapdash together and like basically running on the same sort of we take control out of your hands for a while and just like it plays itself shit that the main game does, which that's great, I guess. What else is there? There's like the modern Sonic parts, which, basically are just like the Sonic Generation, Sonic Unleashed, sort of like we made Sonic Rush, but what in 3D style, which, those are honestly the best parts of the game. Like, those are the most fun. And then the Avatar shit, which is all just like, it's a mix of, it's basically like a slowed down version of the modern Sonic stuff, but they added weapons to make it Shadow the Hedgehog.
You get a gun?
You not only get a gun, like, there are like 5 million different guns that you can unlock. Like, again, I'm going to pull up the video here just as a fun little thing for all of y'all out there who are watching it live. Like, look at the fucking guns that God damn it, I hit the button.
John, you know this is an audio primarily podcast.
Yeah, I know. That's why I'm going to tell everybody here. It's like, I have like fucking 20, almost like 30 guns unlocked, probably more actually, because like there's basically seven different types of weapon, because they do the fucking like weird wisps shit that they introduced in Sonic Colors, where it's like, instead of having, you can drill through the wall now, or you have like a weird asteroid thing you turn into, now it's just different weapon
Does
types.
The Wisp voice guy still yell gun?
Yeah, he yells it for everything. He yells like every time you get the power up, the guy yells your weapon type. Goes like blast or hover.
Oh great! Okay, I'm into that. That's good.
I hate that guy. I hate him. He's the worst.
No, the worst is RoboChow.
Omochow is not in this game, which pisses me off.
Good. Fuck Omochow.
Fuck you. Omochow is pure.
No, not at all.
He's my son. He is my son.
You have a lot of sons.
Yeah, I do. I get around. What can I say?
Should I not talk to you or your son ever again?
Yeah, basically. Anyway, there are a lot of weird customization options in this game, and it doesn't make sense to me because all the parts of the game are not very good. Like, the Avatar basically just plays like fucking Shadow the Hedgehog.
Shadow's in the game.
He is. You can play as him instead of Sonic in the Sonic only stages.
And you pay money for this?
No. That's just a straight unlockable. There is also the episode Shadow DLC, which is like you play remixed versions of 3 of the levels in the game.
You know what I heard was paid DLC for this game?
What?
Playing a Supersonic.
Really?
I heard it's paid DLC.
I thought it was you unlock it when you get all the the red star rings.
I don't know. All I heard, someone's mentioned that you had to pay for it, and it's kind of fucked up.
That would be fucked up. I mean, I'm trying to see what happens when you get all the red star rings, because yeah, that's how you unlocked Supersonic in what was it? The last one, Lost World. That one was.
I'll look this up. You keep talking.
Anyway, on that note, though, like they again, like you look at the things that they added to, you know, keep you playing it, like keep you playing those like 30 levels that are basically in the game. Well, I mean, it's 30 levels plus like 12 bonus levels that you can unlock that are like really short, like puzzle things, and some of them are only all right. But like, you know, classic Sonic stuff isn't that great. The Avatar stuff is actually the worst part of the game. Although there's also like weird levels where you play as Sonic and the Avatar, which are just, you have the Sonic boosting stuff, but you can also shoot your gun. 'Cause why?
Super Sonic's DLC.
Jesus, really?
This game's terrible.
This game makes no sense whatsoever. And yeah, on that note, so I guess that you know, dovetails nicely into what I was going to say. Like, one of the things they added to do the deal to like make the game have more replay is after you get all the red star rings in the level, they add the number rings. You know, like the things from Sonic Lost World where it's like 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and then like you get an extra life. Instead, this time it's like a new challenge that you can do. And then after you beat that, you get the they added like these silver moon rings that you can get, and it's like you have to get 5 of them in like quick succession, and there's like, you know, there's only 5 in level, but like you have to get them within a certain time limit or else they disappear. So guess what you get for doing all of these?
What?
Owen?
Yeah, what do you get?
Absolutely fucking nothing! I mean, apparently that's not entirely true. You get, like, for doing, like, a couple of them, you get an achievement or a trophy on the systems. But considering that I'm playing on the system that has none of these things, you don't fucking get anything! What the fuck? Why would I do this?
Good video game.
That's kind of how I feel about a lot of this game, is why would I do this? And yet, it's a Sonic game, so
hey, John,
doing it.
I asked why did you do this when you bought it, so, to be fair. You fucked up.
Look, I said it before, I'll say it again. I wanted to give them the benefit of the doubt after Sonic Mania was, like, the best thing they've done since, like, 96.
Hey, John, you want to know a secret?
What?
Sonic Team didn't make Sonic Mania!
I know! That's what I was saying, though. Like, you know, I wanted to hope that maybe Sonic Team was humbled by the fact that, like, someone else was making games better than them, and they'd, like, actually step it up. Apparently not. No,
John. They're like.
Also, look. Again, as I said, I thought that Sonic Lost World was really cool. Granted, of course, this game is nothing like that at all. But you know, I was hoping that if they're going to go back to the Sonic generations, well, that like they're actually going to bring something interesting and new to the table. And instead, they just made Sonic Generations, but worse.
John, they let Sonic Mania exist so that they could let all the goodness of Sonic live there, and then all the bullshit can live over here in Sonic Forces.
I guess you got a point there.
This is why I bought Mania, and I am avoiding Forces at all costs.
It is not the worst Sonic game.
Oh, fuck no. That's Shadow. Shadow's the worst Sonic game.
No, Shadow is not the worst one.
Sonic and the Black Knight?
I've actually never played it. I hear it's really bad, but I've never played it.
I know what the actual answer is, John. It's
2006.
It's
2K6. It's 2K6. It's always going to be 2K6. I mean, as much as I have an irrational hatred for Unleashed, it's always going to be 2K6. There's no universe in which Sonic 2K6 is anything but a complete and utter abomination where it would have been fine if they had just put a fucking bullet in it and called it done. Relatedly, I just want to say, by the way, as something I noticed in the credits here, speaking of Sonic Unleashed, this game runs on the fucking Hedgehog engine.
What?
Remember the fucking, like...
Yeah, I know what it is.
Yeah, but I'm saying to the people at home also. Remember when they made a fucking big deal about Sonic Unleashed being like, oh, we built this engine for it, the Hedgehog engine. It's so fancy and shit. This fucking game, like, still runs on that almost 10-year-old engine, and, like, you're telling me that you have to, like, fucking cap it at, like, 30 frames on the Switch, and there's even still some slowdown here and there? Come the fuck on.
Yep.
Like, I know the Generations also kind of ran like shit. Come the fuck on.
Also, for a live audience, I think the video issues have been fixed.
Oh, that's good.
So hopefully you guys can hear and see us now. And as I said, people listening to the podcast, there should be no difference. John, I don't want to talk about bad games. I want to talk about bad wrestling. Shall we get into the news?
Luckily, Owen, we have that in spades. So yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Hey, John, you want to hear the first bit of bad news?
Yeah. Sure. Let's
do you like The Miz?
Yes, I do.
Well, too bad. He had the worst week possible.
Yeah, he sure did.
But in real life, he's had a pretty good week.
Yeah, he sure has.
Because he is taking off from WWE to go film another Marine movie.
So this is, if I'm to be understanding correctly, Owen, this is his 4th Marine film.
I guess. Because was he in the second one?
No, that was Ted DiBiase Jr., right?
Yeah, there you go. So yeah, this would probably be that.
Man, Ted DiBiase Jr.
No.
No, it wasn't him, or just no?
Just no.
Yeah, fair. It's just, but of all the fucking things, why him?
I don't want to talk about it. But I want to talk about who the Miz's co-star.
Remember, though, that the reason that it was him was because they couldn't go with their first choice.
Well, yeah, obviously. Again, we don't need to go about talking about that one.
Oh, sure we do. Fuck Randy Orton, his AWOL ass. Heel turn.
Heel turn. He was AWOL on SmackDown this week, too.
Oh, what a surprise.
But, John, did you know Becky Lynch is also going to be in this?
No, I didn't.
Yep, she's going to star in it. So, maybe she might disappear as well. But, yeah.
Not something that I care about, but, I'm sure you do.
I care a lot, because Becky Lynch is really good.
She is very good. I'm not going to deny that at all.
But yeah, so The Miz will be taking time off, and then he'll probably be taking a little extra time off for his babby. Because his wife is pregnant.
No, that's something he should do. He should hang out with his new daughter.
Go home.
That's a cool thing.
Go home and be a family man. But then come
Pretty
back,
much.
Please. And then come back, please.
Save us.
Save us from the big dog.
Nothing can save us from the big dog. You know this.
True. Hey, John, did you hear that other WWE news that's going on?
I did, but I don't understand it, so please inform me as to what you have heard.
Well, information recently has been getting hard for me to come by. But, as far as I know, WWE is in possible talks to do a show with Facebook.
Say what?
Yeah, because they keep, after the takeovers, they keep doing the Q&As with Triple H on Facebook Live.
Yes.
Well, Facebook Live is trying to launch as like a big, network for streaming stuff. Trying to get
I'm aware of this. I've seen a commercial for some. I don't know how I've seen this commercial. I think it was on some other streaming service, oddly enough, but for some weird comedy dramedy show that they have about a person that's bi or something. I don't know. It was all very confusing.
Yeah, they're trying to get more content, so why not work with WWE? Which, to be fair, this is really a smart move for them. Because if they're on the internet and actually out for free and ad-based, it's pretty much like television, but without the restrictions of having to answer to all the different television rights and the times and all that. Just stream it out live. People can watch it whenever. Now, the interesting part, though, is where they would tape it. Because if they were to do this, it would be after SmackDown.
Oh, really?
And you may say to yourself, but isn't that bad show that no one watches after SmackDown?
So would the bad show that no one watches be the show?
No, because that's a bad show. It would.
So what would happen to the bad show?
Well, some people speculated that they would possibly move it ahead of SmackDown. And I think that's a bad idea.
That would make SmackDown tapings real long.
I say, why not move it to, before Raw?
This is when they do main event.
Yeah, don't. Main event's a half hour. Just tack on another 50 minutes. It's fine. Or move main event to SmackDown. Because, again, it's only a half hour.
Also, wouldn't that defeat the purpose of it being 205 live?
I mean, who says they can't air it on the network live before Raw? It's their network. They can air it live whenever they want.
I was just saying, I don't want to watch that.
No one's going to watch it anyway, even if it's after SmackDown. Who cares?
Well, okay, when you put it that way.
This other show I would possibly watch. Because the rumor is that it would be Raw versus SmackDown. It would be the one night of the week where Raw and SmackDown Superstars compete in head-to-head competition.
That's... What? Why?
Because fuck it. Who cares? Nothing matters.
I mean, yeah, this is WWE we're talking about. It's very true. Nothing matters.
I would like it to...
It's all a goddamn joke. The world is a goddamn joke. World is a fuck.
See, if I had it my way, how I would have it, I would put it as I would put it before SmackDown. As a bonus hour ahead of time. And have it feature your underutilized SmackDown superstars. Kind of like make it SmackDown's version of main event.
Which is none of them, because they're all trash.
Ty Dillinger.
You ruined him. Your bad show ruined him.
No.
How does that make you feel?
No.
How does that make you feel?
He's not ruined. He's still good.
Your bad show ruins everything. How does that make you feel?
I feel fine because they don't ruin everything.
Keep telling yourself that.
No.
He'll turn. Anyway.
He'll turn. But yeah. I'm just saying that was what I would do. None of this stuff is set in stone. It might not even happen. But we'll see. I think it's a smart move to at least do a Facebook thing.
Yeah, it's not the worst idea.
I think a smarter thing would be to air live events live on Facebook. Why not do that? Why not, instead of having a produced show, why not just air the live events?
I mean, that would be cool, but then they'd have to actually put fucking effort into that.
Well, I don't mean like every live event.
Because then you have to ask the question of, wait, why the fuck aren't they airing Starrcade? It's fucking Starrcade.
I meant shows like that, once every week or so, air a special live events. You don't have to put all the fancy production into it. It's just put on a good wrestling show. It's not that hard.
But you forget that this is WWE, and this is hard for them because they feel like they need to do everything to the fucking maximum, even when the situation doesn't call for it.
Yeah, I'm aware. There's too much. There's too much content already.
Well, get excited for this news show on Facebook Live.
I barely squeezed in time to watch Kevin Owens 365. Did you see that?
I did not actually. How was it good?
I'll when we finish up news, I will give you a brief talk about it.
Good. I'm interested to hear about it.
This next news story is right up your alley. It's about Lucha Underground.
It sure is.
Tell me about it.
Owen, have you heard anything about what's going on with season 4 of Lucha Underground?
Yep, I sure have, but tell the audience.
Because this sure is weird, and I don't really know how to, parse it out, if I'm being honest.
What, that they're gonna cut the budget?
Well, yeah, there's that. Also, so, let's give some context here. El Rey Network put out some statements about Lucha Underground Season 4, just talking about their plans, just not only with that season, but just going forward in general with the show. One of the things that they said was definitively that they want to keep doing this show as long as they can. They have no need to stop now. They want to keep going forward, until the wheels fall off, basically. Which, hey, that's cool. The fact that the network is so behind it is a really great thing. And, if it weren't for everything that's happened to Lucha Underground, that would be something that I would be very excited about.
Right.
But one thing that is definitely less exciting is, one of the things that they also talked about, what their intent is going forward with how they film it, how they do everything. So basically, either March and April or February, March every year, until they stop doing it, they are going to do Lucha Underground tapings for the next season.
Mm-hmm.
That's how they're going to do it. Just 2 months of tapings, and then 10 months, the wrestlers can do whatever they want. They don't really have the momentum to be doing the live shows like they had, tried to do, because of that huge fucking gap between season 2 and 3, where, again, they filmed all of season 2 and 3 at the same point, and then, sat on it, especially with season 3 and how they broke it up for a while. Mm-hmm. They lost a lot of goddamn momentum, and especially, the fact that everything that's fucking happened with, all the wrestlers since then, and the fact that, think of all the people that are gone now. The current champion of Lucha Underground is fucking gone from AAA, and they're suing him.
Sweet.
Yeah. So part of this is, if you remember, this is something that we've talked about on the show before. I believe I talked about it on my weird experimental Scott Steiner podcast. One of the things that they talked about was the crazy contracts that they had going with Lucha Underground when it first started, and how they basically were signing people to 7-year deals. They can't do anything else.
It's fucked up.
Yeah, and at first there was some talk of oh no, maybe that's just that's just a rumor, that's bullshit, no one would actually do that. Then it eventually came out that there actually are people who were signed to that. Joey Ryan is signed to one of those 7-year contracts.
Wait, he can't do anything?
Well, here's the new news, Owen. Basically, El Rey, Lucha Underground, whoever is in charge of the contracts at this point, has come out and said that they are willing to release people from these contracts and let them continue to work Lucha Underground, but also do all these different things, do any of the indie shows they want, they can do Ring of Honor, they can do whatever. The only exception is can't work for WWE.
Well, yeah, obviously.
Can't do a single thing for WWE. You can do anybody else, but not WWE.
Well, because WWE won't let you do other stuff either.
Well, yeah, true. But, also it doesn't hurt, I think, that probably the feeling is mutual on their end.
That's what I'm getting at, yeah.
So what do you think, Owen? Is that a good make good? Is that a good way for them to try and entice people back to the fold?
They should just stop doing it. Stop doing the show. I know you love it,
though.
But it's lost momentum. You don't even really talk about it on the podcast anymore.
I mean, yeah, it's like we talked about a couple weeks ago. Like, as much as the show is still very good, and like the bits that I've seen of the later episodes of season 3, like, I haven't seen all. I still haven't watched all of it. Like, I honestly like didn't even watch Ultimate Lucha except for like bits and pieces of the very end, just because I wanted to know how they were writing Prince Puma off the show.
Mm-hmm. How'd they write him off?
He beats Johnny Mundo for the championship, and then fucking Pentagon Dark, who won the Gift of the Gods, their equivalent of Money in the Bank, cashes in that motherfucking belt on him.
And then he died?
And makes it a career versus career match.
Oh, okay, that works.
And fucking Pentagon Dark wins with the help of Vampiro.
Of course. Of course he did. Of course.
Yep, Vampiro is the best. He's the best. I love him. Oh, also the season ends with Dario getting fucking shot.
What?
Yeah.
Does he die?
It's unclear. He calls someone on the phone. It could be his dad.
What if he's a zombie?
That's a good question. No, because they already have Matanza.
That just proves that there could be zombies. It's his brother. Now he joins him.
All right. I mean, well, I guess Matanza's not really a zombie as much as he's just a fucking monster. The monster. Matanza Cueto. Thank you.
Yes.
Yeah, I don't know. Like, again, like we said, they've lost so much momentum. And again, think about all the people that are on that show. Johnny Mundo and Taya, fucking AAA, chased them away with this bullshit with Sexy Star. Sexy Star, fuck her forever. And she's one of the top baby faces on that show.
Not in life.
Yeah, of course. Not in life. She's horrible. Like, Phoenix and Pentagon Dark. Again, they left AAA. AAA decided to copyright their new names that are suing them.
Yeah, this is all bad. They should shut it down.
Like, at this point, who are the untainted people that they really have left? Again, like, he's gone. Who do they really have left? Like, Jeremiah Crane and Killshot? Yeah, I fucking love both of them. Like, that match that they had as part of the Cueto Cup was incredible. But, like, you can't build the show around them.
Mm-hmm.
Like, what are we going to do? Go back to Mil Muertes? Matanza? Like, Ray's gone.
Mm-hmm.
Dragon Azteca Jr., I don't even know what they can do with him anymore. I mean, I guess, when you think about it, he's really the focal point of the show, even more than Prince Puma was. But, like, I don't know. I just don't know.
Hey, John. They should stop doing the show.
Look, man.
Cage
has that gauntlet.
They had a good run, John. It's time to put the pasture.
I need to know about Cage's Infinity Gauntlet.
No, you don't. It's fine. We can move on.
Owen, he is a machine, damn it. A machine.
But what if he showed up in NXT? With the gauntlet.
I feel like they're already... Okay, maybe. I could go with this.
Mm-hmm.
All right, yeah, that's all. I don't know about Lucha Underground.
Seems bad. This all seems bad.
It all just seems... I don't even know if I'd say it's bad as much as it just seems like questionable. It just seems like I understand why you want to keep this going, because it is a critically acclaimed cult classic show that seems to also be doing very well on Netflix, from what I understand.
Is it critically acclaimed anymore? No one's talking about the latest season.
Again, I feel like the people that talk about it and, have the season have, said a lot of the things that I've said, is that, like, the fact that it took so long to air, the fact that, like, all of these things have happened since the time that they taped it has taken a lot of the wind out of its sails, but the content is still like impeccable.
Okay.
Like they're doing like that's the consensus of what I've see is like, and again, maybe I'm wrong, feel free to tell me in the chat if I'm an idiot here, but like the consensus that I've seen is that like the content is some of the best that they've ever done, but all these other extenuating factors have lessened the appeal somewhat.
Mm-hmm.
It's a complicated situation, Owen.
True. Hey, John, you know what else is complicated?
This weekend in wrestling?
No, the schedule for next year's WWE pay-per-views.
Oh, right. That did come out.
It did come out. Guess what?
What's that, Owen?
There's nothing shocking about the fact that you and our cities are both getting pay-per-views, because we already knew this.
No, we didn't. Although I am surprised, actually, to see that you're getting Battleground again.
Wait, what?
Yeah.
Wait, what? I didn't see that.
The show you're getting.
I didn't see that. Hold on a second.
Maybe I misread it, but
now I need to look this up because I don't remember seeing Philadelphia on the list twice. Because that's crazy.
Oh, sorry, I was wrong. It's Pittsburgh.
Yeah, I was about to say, what the fuck? Let them
Six
have
one half dozen of another. Let's be honest.
No, very different.
Boom! Fuck you. Heel turn.
No, let Pittsburgh have the shitty pay-per-view. Philadelphia gets a good one. Anyway.
It's all shit.
Fuck you. Point is, both of us are getting pay-per-views. UK and Canada
am I wrong?
Are getting 0. UK is not shocking. Canada is also not shocking.
Do you think they'll ever do another pay-per-view in the UK?
No.
Yeah, probably not.
I mean, TakeOver London is the closest you'll get. They could do another TakeOver.
I forgot the TakeOver London happened.
Yeah, they could do another TakeOver London.
Only if it's better than the last one.
Yeah. It probably won't. But yeah, here's the interesting stuff from this new schedule is that they're down to 14 pay-per-views.
Only 14 pay-per-views? What?
Well, because usually we get like two a month.
Yeah, I'm aware of this.
Only May and September have 2.
Fucking 14 pay-per-views.
That's still. I would kind of like to have Raw and SmackDown have their pay-per-views close to each other. It was fun.
No, it wasn't. It meant that every fucking 2 weeks we were doing like pay-per-view predictions and then fucking other shit. It was awful.
Yeah, it was great.
No, it wasn't.
It was a goddamn nightmare, and I loved it. This also
contributed to the fucking burnout that I feel. The extreme burnout that I feel over this garbage. Because that's what this is.
Never be burned out. Always be reviewing pay-per-views. But John?
Yes, Owen.
We do have to mourn the death of Great Balls of Fire.
Oh no, it's so sad. The Great Balls of Fire, my favorite pay-per-view, is going away.
Goodness gracious.
As I said to you in our texts earlier today, I can't believe that the man who wouldn't pay the World Wildlife Fund to be able to keep the name of his company wouldn't want to pay Jerry Lee Lewis to keep the name of his pay-per-view.
Yep. Pretty much. But there is one good thing to come out of this.
I mean, I guess he didn't get to be a billionaire by spending a bunch of fucking money on shit.
But John, there's one bit of good news come out of this. The Big Four is no more.
It's now the Big Five.
Big Five. For you enough, I need 5.
What's in your Fave 5, Owen?
It's the Royal Rumble. It's WrestleMania, Survivor Series, SummerSlam, and Money in the Bank.
So how's that going to work? Is that going to be
Well, how I would assume it would work, John, is that the participants in the ladder matches for the men and women would each be half from Raw, half from SmackDown. You don't want 4 briefcases going around. That's way too many. But if you have one for each brand, then it'd be interesting.
Yeah, but we're talking about a company that makes bad decisions.
But still, 4 is way too many.
I mean, you could argue that the women's briefcase is one too many.
Oh, how about this?
I mean, I guess less so now that, like, your show has somewhat of a roster, but...
Yeah. Well, or I could say it this way. They have men's for each brand, and then the women's is co-branded.
I guess I could see that.
Then you get 3, and that seems like... That could seem possible. So, yeah, we'll see how that goes.
I mean, because remember, Owen, like, there's only one night of the year in which it's Raw versus SmackDown, so we can't have a second pay-per-view that's all
John,
about
they
that.
straight up lied. TLC had a Raw versus SmackDown.
No, don't know what you're talking about. Never happened.
Hell, if I got my way, the Royal Rumble would have a Raw versus SmackDown match. You know what I would want to see, right?
No, I don't.
Styles and Lesnar, number 2.
Okay. Yeah,
I mean, literally no one else is ready for Lesnar on Raw.
yeah, that's what Vince seems to think, if you heard that rumor that's going around.
And he's right. Finn Balor is not ready. He's not over at all. And it's totally his fault because of the booking.
He was the first fucking Universal Champion!
Then he came back and had to fight Sister Abigail.
Again, whose fault is this?
I'm saying it's the booking's fault. I'm saying 100% it's the booking's fault. He's not over because of the booking, and now they're screwed.
Yeah, but again, Vince just fucking doesn't look at the problem and says, like, you know, oh man, he's not over. And honestly, I'd fucking argue, and saw this news, fucking Roman isn't over! You keep shoving him down people's throat, you mean to tell me you can't fucking find some justification to make Finn fucking, like, likable? Jesus Christ! You put all your fucking effort into making this shit work when it clearly doesn't. Like, try putting a modicum of effort into someone else for a fucking second.
It's Vince, of course not. No. No. Never. Too much effort. So let's move on from the news unless you got anything else.
Wrestling's bad. That's not news. That's just fact, but, you know.
You know what's not bad?
No.
The Kevin Owens 365 special.
Oh, really?
So, it's called Kevin Owens 365. What do you think it's about?
A year in the life of Kevin Owens.
Yep. And it starts at the last SummerSlam we went to.
Okay.
It starts in Brooklyn, and it ends in Brooklyn the following year. The one that we did not go to. And
so it starts with him trucking Cesaro.
It starts with him having a not great match.
Wait, was it the Cesaro match?
Pretty sure. No, it was him and Jericho tagging against Enzo and Cass to open the show.
Oh, right. Yeah, that match wasn't... No.
And he was real bummed out about it.
It wasn't that bad, Kevin.
Well, he's hard on himself because this is very candid, this stuff. And it goes through how he, he's like, as a kid, like I was with Jericho. I don't know why in the moment I wasn't so stoked about teaming up with him, but I was just so in my head, and he was in his own head that he was just focusing on improving himself, and he couldn't enjoy it. And then he goes into the whole, finding out that he was going to win the Universal Championship, and how when you see him, his shot look at Triple H's face when he wins, it's legitimate. Like, he's actually, like, can't believe that this is happening. And then, there's a bunch of backstory stories about him going on the road with Jericho, how they put together the Festival of Friendship. And then they went into his, when he won the United States title at WrestleMania against Jericho. And he goes to the back in the gorilla position and talks to Vince. And Vince, and he asks Vince if he liked the match, and Vince shakes his head no. Says no.
What?
It's not what we wanted, what we needed. And it killed Kevin Owens to hear that. Because if you don't know, at all the shows, Vince is in gorilla position.
Yeah.
And, like, Kevin Owens, like, the story is that he, like, just wants, him acceptance and, like, appreciation from Vince, to know that he did a good job. And Vince is very candid about this stuff. And that match at WrestleMania was not good. Do you not remember that match with Jericho for the U.S. title?
I thought that match was fine. Like, it wasn't great.
That's the problem. It wasn't great. It's WrestleMania. It has to be great. And then they go on with him being traded to SmackDown and him seeing it as a fresh start, and he decides to clean shave himself and do the whole Faces of America thing. And then you get to the part where he lost the title in the Madison Square Garden, and Owens just does not know what to do with himself, because he built this whole thing to revitalize his career. And what is the Face of America without the title? He lost his whole gimmick.
Sure did.
And then they go over to Battleground, where he has a bad match with I love the fact that they don't even, like, they just gloss over the match at Battleground with Styles, and just instantly go to all the critics saying that the match was fucking terrible. To which, yeah, it was awful. It was the worst match on the entire card. Which I can't believe I'm saying, but it was. It was worse than the Punjabi prison. And then,
I mean, at least the Punjabi prison we had no expectations for. Like, I feel like that was definitely the one where it's like, there's no reason that this should be bad.
Oh,
you two are like two of the best wrestlers in the world. What the fuck?
Yeah. And then they go to then it all leads up to the Shane McMahon, as the referee match at the next SummerSlam.
Which also wasn't good.
No, it was. That match was good. Because afterward, he went to gorilla position with Vince, and Vince just said, "Yeah, that's what I was looking for." So Owen's like, "Yeah, I guess I did it." And he's like, "I don't know. Like, I'm still, like, questioning this whole thing." He's having kind of like a crisis with himself. Like, I don't even know if that match was good. I hope it was. And then the camera fades out, and then all of a sudden it's 30 minutes later, and he comes back to the camera, showing off a text message from Steve Austin telling him it was a great match. He's like, "I'm better now. Fuck it." Steve Austin just said I had a good match. Fuck the haters. And then it's cool. It's a cool special. You should check it out.
Okay. And I mean, I do like Kevin Owens, so it seems like it would be right up my alley.
Like, seeing the backstage stuff with him, like, going over, like, his like ups and downs and his relationship with Vince is fascinating. Well worth your time. And something else that's well worth your time on the WWE Network is NXT TakeOver WarGames.
Yeah, sure. There are parts of it that were.
I loved this whole show. It was great. Why aren't you excited about this?
There are definitely parts that I thought were awesome. Like I look, let's just get it out of the way. I wasn't super into the War Games match.
What? John.
It was good.
WarGames is my favorite
wasn't a War Games
match gimmick.
It wasn't a War Games match.
It was not the WarGames of old, but I think this was an acceptable update to the WarGames. And I love the old school one, but I approve. I thought going in that all the changes were going to be terrible. Like, what the fuck? Pinfalls, no roof. Why? And the people in the ring made those work. They used those to their advantage. And they made some great storytelling in near falls.
Also, Roderick Strong dressed up as Baby Braun Strowman.
Excuse me, Baby Authors of Pain.
Yeah, but like the way that he wore it made it look like he was wearing fucking bronze gear.
It was hilarious. I loved it. The team unity there. I thought it was great. Like, I didn't know how I would feel about having, two people, instead of going one after the other, just having all the members go in. Was going to be weird, but it actually worked. I liked how it gave the different dynamic of, oh, now the Undisputed Era has advantages killing everyone. Then, now the Authors of Pain have evened it up, but also Eric Young is still fucking dead. And then, when they all got in there, then the match got crazy.
Yeah, again, like, I don't think it was bad. I think that what they did with it was fine, but it wasn't. I know that this is probably unfair and probably, something I shouldn't have expected. I don't give a fuck. I want the match beyond. That was not the match beyond. Get out of my face.
No, that's the thing. I was worried about the match beyond, but then Morrow multiple times called out the match beyond was coming up. And I'm like, you know what? If they're not going to give me the announcer saying it over the speaker, I'll accept at least the commentary brings up that it's called the match beyond. And the match beyond apparently now involves a ton of weapons.
But again, it wasn't the match beyond.
It was.
It was whatever this is.
It was the match beyond, but with pinfalls.
No.
John, I
disagree.
John, I am the #1 fan of the War Games. This was acceptable. They used the new stuff to the best of their ability, and they made it work. They made it their own. They didn't just replicate the past. They forged a new version of the War Games that works in 2017.
Again, I'm not saying that it was bad. I thought it was a good match. I enjoyed it. It's just I don't think they made a case for why these changes needed to happen. I don't think they really made the case.
I think the near falls were great. I think the jump off the top of the cage was awesome. I thought that stuff worked out really well. Like, the thing you have to realize is that looking into the cage, it's hard to see submissions. So, you won't get the crowd into it as much for a tap out as you would a near fall, where someone interrupts it. So that's why I understood it. I'm like, I understand that. They're playing up for the audience to get them excited along with the television audience. Whereas the old War Games were in stadiums and not made for television.
You're not made for television.
I know, that's why I'm not on TV.
Fucking burn.
Wow, got me. But yeah,
talk about a match that was unequivocally good, though.
I wasn't quite done with the War Games, though.
All right.
I want to give them a huge shout out for putting that metal plate connecting the two rings. because you know what one of the worst parts about the old WarGames matches was?
Oh yeah, the rings would slide around because they weren't connected.
Oh no, not that. The rings never slid around. That's not the problem.
You get stuck between them is the point.
People fall between the rings, and it's the worst.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like you get stuck between them because they weren't like they would jostle around and you.
Oh no, there's just a gap there.
Oh, there was just always a gap.
There's just a gap where you could fall in, and they covered it up. I'm like, that's smart, and also makes it dangerous because it's made of metal.
True.
So I appreciated that a lot. I'm like, that's a great change.
That was good.
Hmm.
That's just technology.
It's just a metal plate. It's not real technology. It's just a metal plate.
That's some technology if I ever did hear it. I don't know.
Okay. And before we get to the next match, I just want to point out a weird thing about throughout the whole night. Did you notice that not once did any of the matches ever go into the other ring?
Yes, I did.
I feel like that was like a call from the higher ups that said that's 100% off limits. You can never go near the other ring. You can't even tease it.
Absolutely, it was.
I thought that was weird.
I was surprised at first, but then by the second match when like it just didn't happen, I was like, okay, no, I get this. They're trying to make it special.
Yeah.
To be like only this match is going to use the second ring. Nobody else can even get near it.
Mm-hmm.
Which I get it.
I get it. I just found it weird for the longest while. Then I accepted it. I'm like, yeah, all right, whatever, sure. Also, did you notice that every other match, the ring that they used switched?
I did.
You know why they did that?
I don't, but I'm assuming it's just because it makes it easier to like fix the ring and everything when you don't have to worry about what then.
Here's the thing, John. Imagine you got a ticket to ringside for this show, and you were on the ring where the action was not happening. Wouldn't that suck if the entire time you got this ticket to be ringside and you had to look all the way over at this other ring?
That's pretty smart then.
Yep, they alternated so that the crowd could, in each match, a section of the crowd would be closer to the action.
That's smart.
Yep. I just remember watching that with a group on Saturday night, and then by the second match, I just yelled, "Oh, I know why they're doing that!" And the revelation. But let's talk about these other matches. What matches do you want to talk about?
Let's talk about the fucking best match of the night in a fucking country mile.
Lars Sullivan. Yeah.
No.
Oh, okay.
No. That was a very good match.
Yes.
That was exactly the Haasiest Haas fight that I wanted, and I was super into it.
Lars forever.
Lars is pretty cool. Cassius Ohno, also pretty fucking cool.
Yeah, he's fine.
Whatever, man. That cyclone kick was fucking amazing.
John, that's a step up from what I usually say.
No, I don't care. Shut up.
Fine.
No, we need to talk about the actual fucking match of the night. Jesus Christ, Velveteen Dream versus Aleister Black.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
That was obviously match of the night. I love the WarGames, but this was...
It's a fucking match of the year candidate. Jesus Christ.
Yeah, I could see it on the lower end of the match of the year list.
Yeah.
Sure.
Definitely, I wouldn't call it top 5, but I'd definitely say it's a top 10.
Yeah, top 10 for sure. The storytelling, mwah, beautiful.
Brilliant storytelling, just fucking amazing wrestling, too.
Amazing pants.
Yes. Amazing everything, if we're being fucking honest. Like,
ravishing Velveteen Dream.
He looks so fucking good. Like, he is definitely on some fucking next level shit and just is insanely fucking talented.
Mm-hmm.
In a way that is, like, incredibly deceptive. Like, you see Velveteen Dream's character and just everything he's doing. You don't expect him to have this, like, incredible fucking like just wrestling ability down pat too, and he's fucking there.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I don't even know where to begin. That fucking amazing ass DDT, like his fucking Death Valley driver, like the man is fucking incredible. And you know, like Aleister Black, that's not to say anything bad about him because he's on some fucking serious shit too. But Velveteen Dream, I think especially, is kind of wrestler where he's such a weird character that, like, you know, is in a similar way to, I'd say, perhaps Elias. Like, wrestling ability for that doesn't really matter because it's all about you being able to piss off the crowd and annoy them and things like that. But Jesus Christ, he's one of the best they got.
Yep. Their dynamic in the ring was excellent. Just every move felt like it had a purpose. They weren't just wrestling for wrestling's sake. They were painting a picture.
Yep.
With this match.
And just the crowd was super into it. The crowd, you know, for as much as we've been worried for weeks about them being, you know, especially that Florida crowd, not being super cool with Velveteen Dream in a way that's very uncomfortable.
And John, this was a Texas crowd.
And they were very much wanting his name to be said.
I think everyone in the world wanted that name to be said.
I mean, they got their wish.
It's true. Because the match ended with the Black Mass.
Of course, because there's no way that Aleister Black was going to take his first loss to the Velveteen Dream. Let's be real.
Velveteen Dream got his first loss, though.
He did. And he also got a fucking incredible showcase match that makes him look like a fucking killer.
But fuck that, he got his name said.
He did get his name said.
That's all that matters. He won. We're all winners.
And now they fall in love.
Yeah, now they form a tag team for the Dusty Classic.
Oh my god, that would be really good.
I mean, it's shit. Ashley's past that time. They would have had it at that pay-per-view. Oh well. John, during this takeover, did you notice something?
Not sure where you're going with this.
They put a video for the next takeover.
Oh yeah, I saw that.
Did you? Did you see it?
Yes, Owen. I saw NXT TakeOver Philadelphia.
No, that's not the point, John. I know it's in Philadelphia, but did you see the logo?
No.
It was just a bland NXT TakeOver logo.
Oh yeah.
It didn't say Philadelphia on it. It's as if it's a placeholder for when they announce what the crazy gimmick for it's gonna be.
Okay.
Are you ready for NXT TakeOver World War III?
I don't think that NXT has 60 people.
They can find 60 people. Invite everybody. Invite everybody. Invite the Bullet Club.
Also, you know what? I'm totally okay with World War 3 not coming back.
But 3 rings! What if I go to buy tickets and the scene chart has 3 rings? What if they bring back Kevin Nash and he just eliminates everybody and hangs out in one of the rings?
It's been done.
True. I don't know. What do you think the big gimmick would be for the next takeover for Philadelphia?
Cheesesteak.
I mean, that's not a match type.
Sure it is. Remember when...
Okay, yes. Right, if you're
Bull
fair.
Dempsey fought for that cheesesteak?
That wasn't a match type. It was just a thing that happened.
Look, man. You gonna argue with Bull Dempsey getting a cheesesteak?
No. What if they give
Not?
What if they give NXT King of the Ring?
That'd be okay.
Just have a one-night tournament. That'd be cool. What else could it be?
I'd be cool with that. They should do something with King of the Ring. I mean, it didn't go super well the last 2 times, but...
What if they do the triple cage from WCW?
Dear God, why are you saying these things?
Because I want dumb shit. I got the Punjabi prison last time. Bring on the stupid cage matches. I want them. Except the Kennel from Hell. I don't want that one. Never. Never again.
You're gonna get the Kennel from Hell and you're gonna like it.
No, you're a Kennel from Hell.
Thank you?
No, it's a bad thing. Let's talk about the title matches. What's up with the women's
Yeah,
title?
I was about to say, there's a lot of effort to not talk about the fact that...
What?
You heard me.
No, you actually cut out. I did not hear you.
Oh, I was saying, this is a lot of effort on your part to not talk about the fact that Ember is champion.
Yeah. Weird. I should have fucking seen it that the person from Houston would win the fucking belt.
From Dallas, actually.
Whatever.
I should have seen that coming too. I honestly thought that this was gonna be
Are we saying
Nikki Cross's time.
Oh. I thought it was Peyton Royce's time.
It's gonna happen.
I thought Peyton Royce was gonna have it, and she and Billie Kay were gonna be co-champion.
No, it's not gonna happen. It's never gonna happen.
Well, they have all the fucking time in the world now. They didn't call them up. We'll get to that. I'm furious. But yeah, this match was fine.
I really like this match. I thought it was really good.
I don't remember much from it. I remember the double eclipse.
The double eclipse is pretty damn cool. There was a double elbow drop.
Oh yeah. Lots of double moves.
Yeah, basically. It was, it was a lot of, oh man, I hit one person and another person was stacked on top of them. That causes damage.
There's a lot of Nikki Cross is a punching bag.
She took a licking, but she kept on ticking. I mean, that's kind of her thing, though, isn't it?
But I would like to have seen her with more offense and opportunities to win.
Yeah. But, I mean, also in fairness, they didn't do so bad by her. They basically made her like They basically put her in the Brock Lesnar role. You're a fucking crazy monster person, so we're just gonna have everybody try and kill you to save themselves.
She's not a monster, though.
But she's a wild card.
It's true. That's just a weird way to book her, is all I'm saying.
I'm fine with it. She's Nikki Cross. She's scary as shit.
Point is, Ember Moon won.
Yeah, and I'm happy. Good for Ember Moon.
I don't know how I felt about Asuka giving her the belt.
I think it was fine.
I think it was weird after the whole I'm gonna cheat to beat you constantly and then be all happy for her to win the belt.
But here's the thing, Owen, that you need to remember here is that they already did this with Asuka when they had the whole like fucking I cheat to beat you and then I beat you clean. I'm quitting without relinquishing the belt, or quitting and then relinquishing the belt without losing. Oh, we're friends now. We're hugging each other. Like that shit was already done.
I missed that.
They had a whole thing where they hugged in the middle of the ring when Asuka relinquished the belt and left.
I'm trying to block that out.
I was upset.
I'm still upset.
I was upset about that entire thing. So, to me, they already did the damage. They already did that exact thing. So, like, them doing it again with, Ember finally winning the belt was not a problem.
Okay, fair enough.
Because it was them continuing the problem, not making a new one.
Hey, John.
What's that, Owen?
The next match.
Another match that I completely got predicted wrong.
Hey, guess what, John?
And I'm so glad to know.
I predicted it correctly. If you listen to last week's podcast, which I don't recommend, I called it correctly. I said almost it's his time. Fuck Drew McIntyre. He is not working as a champion. It's all about Almas. Alita Low, NXT champion forever.
Fuck yes. Oh my god.
And guess what? It happened. It happened, and he's the champion, and it's great.
It was a good match.
Yeah.
It's a shame. I will say it's a shame that Drew McIntyre is actually dead.
He had it coming.
He did have it coming, but maybe not, tearing his bicep coming.
I mean, the one 3MB member lost his belt, so the other one had to quick lose his belt too. Only made sense.
I suppose so.
And then poor Keith Slater lost his above ground pool.
No!
I know.
You leave Slater alone!
I mean, bad things happen to all three of them. It's terrible. But yeah. Whoa, are you okay?
Sorry, yeah.
What are you doing over there?
Sneezing.
How dare you? On a live podcast.
I hit the mute button and then I accidentally unmuted it right.
Good job.
I have my moments.
It's true. Almost had his moment, and he did the thing where he held up the belt and then he dropped it because he was so excited.
He also won kind of clean, which was strange.
Kinda clean.
Yeah, kinda.
I feel like it was an audible because Drew was hurt and he couldn't finish the match.
That actually was going to be my question to you. Do you think it was?
Yes.
You think that almost wasn't supposed to originally win?
No, he was supposed to originally win. Just not that clean, I bet.
Hmm.
But they had to rush to finish. Yeah, who cares? He's the champion. Everything's great. Yay!
I like it.
People ask me who is gonna be the next challenge. Who's gonna be the next champion after Almas? The answer's simple. You know who it's gonna be?
No one. Almas is going to retire.
Adam Cole, baby!
He's a heel.
Weird. It's as if they could do a triple threat with him and Roderick Strong. And him pin Roddy.
I guess they could do that, but I don't know.
That's what I think. That's my guess.
Yeah, I don't know how I feel about that one.
We'll see. I don't think Strong's gonna get the belt, though.
Oh, hell no. Roderick Strong's never getting the title.
Wow. Shots fired.
It's not even meant as like a shot fired. That's just meant as a Roderick Strong is never going to get the title because he's just going to he's going to do the Hideo thing of just eventually showing up on 205 Live.
Wow. Damn. Got him. That's the ultimate burn.
It really is, unfortunately, but I don't think they're really going to do anything else with him.
I don't think we need to talk about Atame because he's going to be asking for his release soon, I bet.
I wouldn't be surprised.
But yeah, that was actually TakeOver WarGames. I thought it was a great show. I liked it a lot.
I did too. Like, in spite of my, and again, but to circle back to the main event there, like, in spite of my reservations about aspects of it, it was a very good match. It was very fun. It was exciting shit.
Let's quickly talk about the two matches that happened before it on this week's NXT. With Ruby Riott and Sonya Deville competing.
Don't care.
It's super weird that they're both like, one of them is now on Raw, one of them's now on SmackDown. So this match means
I
nothing.
would argue that it was maybe too early for one, if not both of them.
No, you're 100% right, but John, you don't understand what the problem is with this. Do you know what the problem is with this?
No.
Sunday is the one night of the year that Raw and SmackDown compete in head-to-head competition.
I mean, technically it was before then.
No, according to the canon, it was after.
Yeah, but we all know.
John, according to the canon, this was Raw and SmackDown competing head-to-head. This is bullshit. I feel lied to? I think I need to sue them. They lied to me. False advertising.
I feel like in this episode especially, like, they barely even tried to hide the fact that this was taped before TakeOver.
There.
Like, usually they try and be like, oh yeah, we're back from there. Like, they barely even did that in this episode. It was like Mara was basically all but saying, yeah, we filmed this a week ago.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
This is weird.
Yeah. So.
Wrestling's weird. That's the point of all of this.
Mm-hmm. The other match, though, talk to me about that UK Championship.
That's really all we're going to say about that match?
Yeah, I mean, what else?
Yeah, basically. I didn't much care for it. I don't think Ruby Riot's that good. She's fun. She's a good personality. I still don't think she's a very good wrestler. She needs work.
Mm-hmm.
Sonya Deville, very good, but I still also think she needs a little bit more time to develop her personality and everything.
Mm-hmm.
But anyway, Pete Dunne versus Johnny Gargano. Now, those are two guys that are very good at being WrestleMans.
I've heard this.
I mean, you've seen it.
I mean, yes, but I mean, I've heard that he's a good WrestleMan.
And what if I told you that the Johnson WrestleMans was very good at being a WrestleMans, as was the Bruiserweight?
I mean, his name. I would assume his name is Jonathan. I don't think anyone's name Johnson is named John for short.
Johnson WrestleMan sure is.
All right, fair enough. I stand corrected.
Prove me wrong. That's all I'm saying.
You know what I liked about this match?
What's that?
No joint manipulation, because that shit fucks me up. That shit fucks me up in a real bad way.
It definitely hurts.
It hurts me, like, badly. Like, I don't...
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It definitely hurts to watch.
Ugh. Yeah, so this match was fun. I mean, Johnny Gargano had 0% chance of winning, but it was fun.
I mean, Johnny Gargano has a 0% chance of winning anything.
Wow.
I'm not saying this in the sense of Johnny Gargano is bad. Johnny Gargano is my goddamn favorite. Johnny Gargano is also the guy that they're settling as the lovable loser. He, he has all the fight and the heart and everything, but he doesn't win because he's just too small or weak, or I don't even fucking know.
Mm-hmm.
Johnny Wrestling is the best. They're doing the Daniel Bryan thing. I get it. But also stop.
Sure.
Let Johnny Wrestling be cool. But they probably won't until he's allowed to beat Ciampa. After Ciampa beats him a bunch of times.
That's never going to happen. He's just going to go straight to 205.
No!
Everyone goes to 205 to die. Except for Finn Balor. For now. What if they send Finn Balor to 205 live?
Man.
He needs to just eat a lot and just make sure he weighs at least 206 so they can't do it to him.
True.
Smart. Yeah, this match was good. I liked the part with the mouthpiece, even though it was very confusing at first.
Sure.
And you know what the best part of this match was, besides the lack of joint manipulation, is
What's that
he hit one bitter end, and that was it.
Yep.
They built the whole match around him hitting it, and then he hit it, and then he won. No kick out. A finisher that actually finishes.
I mean, no one has kicked out of the bitter end, have they?
I think for sure that during that Tyler Bate match, he had to have kicked out of it once.
I don't remember this.
I feel like he must have, because that match had a lot of crazy near falls. And I'm pretty sure
I think
that
there was
Bate
only one bitter end.
I think Bate hit his finisher and got kicked out of.
No, he rolled out of the ring for the title.
Okay. Not sure.
That I definitely remember.
I'm sure when we rewatch the matches for the year-end awards, we will find out.
I feel like there's only one bitter end. I feel confident saying that.
Okay. I can believe that. It was a good match.
Really good match. Not as good as that Bait match, maybe, but...
Yep. I wish it was on the actual thing. It was on the
I wish it was on Overload, you know, if they put it on the actual thing.
On TakeOver? Yeah, I wish. Anywho. That's it for NXT talk. You want to talk about main roster stuff?
Nope.
Too bad. Survivor Series happened on Sunday. It's the one night of the year that Raw and SmackDown compete in head-to-head competition.
There's a review. Go read it.
Over at ProWrestling.Cool. We gave it a thumb up.
It's a website.
We gave it a thumb up and a thumb down.
We sure did.
Did you watch any of the pre-show?
Yes.
Did you watch?
Let's not talk about it.
Did you watch anything in the pre-show aside from the wrestling?
Yes.
We need to talk about one thing.
All right.
And that is Shawn Michaels not giving any fucks.
That's true. He definitely didn't give a single solitary fuck about anything.
The best part was him talking about how the tagline, the head competition thing, and saying it wrong, and then saying or whatever it is, because apparently if you don't say it the exact same way, you're gonna get in a lot of trouble. But who fucking cares? I thought that was the best. And then later they cut to Sam Roberts, who says the line exactly right. Because he has to.
Yeah, because what the fuck is Vince going to do to Shawn Michaels?
It's so good. And he's like...
He's just doing his usual fucking DX, I can get away with whatever I want because I'm the fucking top guy.
It's true. He still is. And I just thought that was the best. Because he's like, I've heard them say that over and over and over again. It's fucking annoying. Like, yay, Shawn gets it. Also, he's going to get in trouble anyway. Alright, so we don't need to talk about Elias and Matt Hardy. Who cares?
We don't need to talk about any of it. Like, that's the thing is, like, there were two matches we've seen a whole bunch of times before. And one match that was good, I liked it. It was fun. It also was completely meaningless.
But Breezango. I like Breezango. They get to wrestle. And also, this is really fucking weird that they're showing up on here and on SmackDown when they're supposed to be kidnapped. They were kidnapped.
Because they don't even care all that much about the fucking fashion shit anymore.
They're doing another one next week, they announced.
I know! They're doing a fucking Saw parody, like fucking... Yeah. After Halloween is already over.
Because they had to do Stranger Things for that. Duh.
This is just not
I
great.
don't care, John. I want to see them do Saw. I like Saw. It's gonna be fun.
Like, I'm glad that these guys had something to do. Don't get me wrong. They're all very great. I like them all.
I think Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn being in the pre-show added to their story.
Sure.
Because, you know, it gives them extra, like, oh, Shane doesn't put us on the main card, but he fucking, like, insults us by putting us on the pre-show.
Again, don't disagree. It's just...
Yeah,
it's a meaningless match.
I agree. Though that Shield versus New Day match, that was a meaningful match.
No, it's really good. I mean, as I said, we have a review where you can see all of our thoughts on these matches.
It's as if the New Day are the tag team of the year.
I don't know if I'm willing to go that far, but I also can't think of anybody else, so...
If like the Usos would be the close second. But yeah, New Day has been extremely good ever since, and they were good on Raw, but they elevated themselves when they got to SmackDown and competed against the Usos, and now they're fighting the Shield, and they're still like the best tag team in the company. So, of course, they put on a great match. Big E over here throwing fools all over the place.
Yeah, and still doing that fucking terrible thing that he needs to stop.
Oh no, trust me, if he does it again when I see him, I'm going to yell at him, as I always do. He needs to listen. Just don't die. You're going to kill yourself. Bad.
The man's got a death wish.
But yeah. The Raw team won the match.
No shit. You're telling me that, like, the most important trios team...
the New Day?
No.
Have you seen Up, Down, Down?
Have you seen WWE programming from the years of, like, November 2015... Sorry, 2012... through like May 2014.
No, I was in a coma from that time. What year is it? What year is it?
The year of your death.
Oh, geez, that's soon then, because this year's almost over. There's our season finale.
Well, I was trying to keep it a secret, but you know.
There's our season finale. Yeah, I don't think we need to talk much about the Raw women beating the SmackDown women because Asuka.
Yeah, of course you don't want to talk about that.
It's Asuka. I mean, no shit.
It was good.
Asuka.
It was a good match. I very much liked it.
I liked the Tamina and Nia Jax part.
I did not like that part, actually.
I thought it made Tamina look great, and Nia Jax looked
Tamina looked really good in that show. That was the best I've seen Tamina look in a very fun.
Yeah, they should push her.
I'm not willing to go that far.
They should push her.
Again, still not willing to go that far, but she did a great job.
Mm-hmm. Bayley looked terrible.
Bayley looked fine.
Becky Lynch looked terrible.
Becky Lynch looked fine.
No, she lost like 2 minutes into a roll-up.
A surprise roll-up that was like a fucking smart play from Bayley.
Yeah.
Like they didn't make her look dumb. They made Bayley look like fucking smart and clever. If anyone looked bad in that match, it was fucking Alicia Fox.
Well,
who was just completely useless.
She always looks bad.
Yeah, but I'd say that she looked especially like, you know, as I said in the review, they gave everybody in that match a chance to shine. Maybe not like a big chance, but like enough of a chance for someone to work with. And Alicia Fox is, I feel like, the only person that didn't avail themselves of that.
Okay. The Raw women won.
Yeah.
Good for you.
I don't care.
I don't
You're
care
the only
about
one that
Baron
cares.
Corbin and The Miz. The only good part of that was Maurice being there.
This match was mediocre.
The Miz,
Like Baron Corbin.
The Miz working as a face is bad.
Yes. Also, very much that.
So Baron Corbin won, and I went, "Oh, okay. I can stop reading my phone now."
Since we put it in those terms, let's just skip right to it and say that I felt the exact same way about Charlotte versus Alexa Bliss. Charlotte working as a face, nuh-uh.
Oh, she's been doing that on SmackDown. I've actually warmed
and
up to it.
And it's not good.
I've warmed up to it.
You have bad opinions and like things on that show even when they're bad. John, so I don't care.
John, I'm wearing a
Charlotte as a face. Charlotte does not have a face fucking vibe.
I'm wearing a Team SmackDown shirt. Of course, I like the SmackDown things.
You're making bad decisions wearing that shirt.
I know. I'm a lovable loser. What can I say? I thought this match was
you're
good.
Not Johnny Gargano.
Shut up. I'm Owen Wrestling. Deal with it.
This match is fine.
Yeah, I like the dynamic of Charlotte being so much bigger than Alexa Bliss, and Bliss having to use her her cunning to get the advantage and get Charlotte down so that she got the advantage. And then the whole dynamic of working the ribs worked up until the part where she did the moonsault, and then it didn't work. Yeah. I mean, it was good for the most part. I thought the ending was a bit flat, but whatevs.
Doesn't work as a face.
Doing the figure eight is real bad for your ribs. If you're injured in your ribs, why are you doing that move?
Doesn't work as a face.
All right, you can keep saying that. It doesn't matter. She's gonna stay.
I will keep saying it.
As long as her people have goodwill toward her father, she's gonna stay a face. You know that's the reason.
Of course I know that's the reason. You don't have to explain it to me. I know exactly why they're doing it. It's just, as usual, they're fucking throwing out, like, actually, like, smart motivations for things and for the sake of, like, cheap pops.
Well, duh. Of course. Let's not overlook the Usos beating the Bar. And cutting that awesome promo at the beginning.
They're
the bartenders.
They're
gonna put them behind bars, because welcome to the Uso Penitentiary. Why are you hating on the Usos? The Usos are so good.
The Usos are good. It was just like a weird, like... I didn't think the promo was great. What do you want from me?
I enjoyed it, and I liked the match.
The match was alright.
Yeah, I mean, you can't expect much from the Bar.
No, it's like we said in the thing. Usos are good. I like the Usos. The Bar needs, like, something else.
Yeah.
Like, they need to add something to their gimmick, because they kind of just, like, are at this point. Like, they're not bad.
The
Don't get me wrong.
That's what we're gonna call them. The R.
Sure, fine.
Or you call
like them they've just kind of been. I wouldn't even go that far. I'd just say that they're, they've gotten lost in the booking. They're another team that has gotten lost in middling booking.
Yep.
And need something, like, they need a fresh rethink. I couldn't tell you what it is. I couldn't tell you what would help.
Manager.
But they need something.
A female manager.
Maybe.
That's what they could use. They need Zelina Vega.
Nah, she's busy.
She could do... And then also bring Andrade in. He's now part of the Bar. Because 3-person teams are the hot thing now. You got... They would work, right?
What else happened?
Um,
I mean, we could just say, why don't you read the review, you jabroni?
yeah, I mean, we're just giving brief stuff. That's why we're not going into detail because we have a review.
All right.
Brock Lesnar, AJ Styles, real good.
Wasn't crazy about it.
I want to see more of it.
Wasn't crazy about it. Don't want to see more of it.
I liked AJ's offense and the whole underdog coming back thing. Then he ate an F5.
I'm bored of Brock Lesnar.
I want to see Brock Lesnar take a Styles Clash.
That's never going to happen.
No, but don't you want to see it? Can you imagine?
Of course I do.
Can you imagine what that looks like?
No. That's why I want to see it. It's never going to happen.
I need to see it. Let's make it happen. We're a Rumble. Let's go.
I would if I could.
And that's it. That's the show. That's all Survivor Series. Oddly enough, 3-3 tie. Raw and SmackDown. They tied.
Well, again, we're going right back to the bar. Sheamus and Cesaro. They're amazing.
What?
Remember Sheamus and Cesaro, that best of 7 series that got them in the tag team where they tied?
I wish I didn't remember that. It's the worst. Why would you bring that up?
Because that's the point of reference if we're going to pretend that the didn't happen.
It didn't happen. I don't know what you're talking about. It was 6 matches, 3 against 3, and that's it.
I mean, it definitely happened. You know, the fact that you don't want to talk about it, mostly not even because you're upset about Triple H, but because you're upset that SmackDown lost like they always do.
See, this is the thing. SmackDown lost. Raw didn't win. Triple H won.
Yeah, no, true.
So that's the
look,
thing.
Man, it's Triple H. He always wins.
Yeah, but Raw was supposed to win, not him. He didn't even wear a Raw shirt. He couldn't even be bothered to wear a Raw shirt.
He's Triple H. Why would he do that?
Exactly.
Everything is always about Triple H.
Why is he in the match?
Because they needed to set up him versus Kurt Angle for some reason.
No, fuck that. I don't want that. We've had that for years. We're good.
I am utterly amazed that they let Raw win this one. Like, the entire thing was basically just the Raw team has no fucking purpose except for to exist to push forward other stories, and they still won. Which, okay, fine, Braun Strowman.
Because they wanted,
come on,
they wanted to bury SmackDown, which they did.
Deservedly so.
No, SmackDown is the better show.
No, that's what you get for that Under Siege bullshit. Also, no. Just no.
You guys also Under Siege us back, so we were even.
No, you did it first. That's the point.
Yeah, well,
because you're dicks.
Yeah, we are, because your show's bad.
You didn't do it because our show's bad. You did it because you're fucking babies.
No, you are.
Great comeback.
No, you are.
You're really nailing it.
No, you are.
Can we not talk about this anymore?
Fine, let's briefly go.
Can we not talk about wrestling? I'm done here.
I mean, we need to bring up the big thing that happened on Raw and the big thing that happened on SmackDown.
Do we?
Well, the call-ups. We need to talk about the call-ups.
Do we?
I mean, Paige is back on Raw.
Exactly. Do we?
Yeah, we at least need to talk about this before we go.
Is she still with Alberto? Is that why they're back? She's back as they finally got her away from her?
I bet you they didn't. I bet you they're still together.
Yeah, I know.
But now she's with Sonya Deville and Mandy Rose.
Cool, I guess.
Congratulations. You
I
got.
think it's funny that I think it's really funny that like they have her teaming up the people that she judged and constantly mocked on Tough Enough, but you know,
It's kind of like they did it on purpose. Because she put them so far under her that now that they work for her.
I guess so.
Also, enjoy having more women that won't have anything to do in a month. Because that's how the booking on Raw works. Only 2 women can matter at a time.
Hey, come on now. Someone needs to be fed to Asuka.
Jesus Christ.
Probably going to be firing Dana Brooks soon now that they had Asuka beat her.
No, no. Sad thing is I can see that happening.
Yeah. Like, I said it is to be a pithy joke about what they did Emma, but yeah, no. There's no joke about it. That's just what's going to happen.
Mm-hmm. Well, at least he did better than the SmackDown side got out of this. I was hoping for the iconic duo. Instead, I got the worst possible thing I could have ever imagined.
Not the worst thing.
The worst. Liv Morgan.
Not the worst.
No, it's the worst.
Could have been Mercedes.
No, I would have taken her over Liv Morgan any day.
Does Liv still have a cool song?
We didn't get to hear it.
Ah.
Because they showed up, they just attacked people.
Yeah, also, wait, weren't like at least 2 of these people baby faces? What?
Her and Sarah Logan, yeah, they were.
And Ruby.
Oh, yeah, Ruby too. They were all baby faces, now they're heels. Fuck it. Who cares?
Like at least with fucking, you know, with Paige, like they had her bring 2 heels in so that you can make the argument of, oh, okay, well, again, I guess, I don't know, fuck it. But this, what?
No, this should have been the iconic duo. They should have came in with Carmella and helped her cash in. But nope. It's just so bad. I'm so upset I have to deal with Liv Morgan now every week. And if you don't think I'm gonna put her up for contender for worst female superstar of the year this year, you would be very wrong.
Well, you need to stop.
No.
She's not that bad.
She needs to stop existing.
She's not that bad. You just don't like her because she's... And that's not a valid reason.
She is a living embodiment of all the garbage I have to deal with New Jersey. I don't need that in my wrestling show. It's bad. It's bad, John. At least Sonya Deville represents like the half-decent parts of New Jersey.
I'm giving this conversation a you out of need to...
I will never stop, but I will put on pause for this week. Because I think we're about out of time.
Good.
Still don't like her.
She's not the worst female superstar. There's so many other people that we could be...
Alright, fine. In a year...
Also, I'm just going to... Also, I don't want to tip my hand here for like a month from now or whatever, but just saying, nobody leaves alive if Sexy Star does not win that category.
John, I'm not saying she's going to win the category, because of course Sexy Star is, but she needs to be in that top 3.
No, I can already think of a top 3.
Alright, well, John, I will do my annual fight for it, and I will probably lose, but at least I will put the effort in. I'm just
saying, man, you really think she's worse than Mercedes Mendez?
Martinez, because you can't say her
Martinez,
damn name.
Whatever.
Yes!
No! She's horrible.
All right, John, we'll save this for next month. But that has been.
You also really think she's worse than fucking Ronda Rousey's friend?
No, no.
Exactly.
That's only
Owen.
one other one. It's only one other one.
Mercedes Martinez is a
No, she's fine.
She's nothing about her is fine.
Nothing about Liv Morgan is fine. She still doesn't know how to fucking wrestle.
She knows how to wrestle. Just has a bad finisher, and she's green.
She's green and she's on the main roster now. That's egregious enough to be considered.
So is fucking Ruby Riott.
Yeah, I didn't say she should be on there either. I don't think any of the call-ups for SmackDown were particularly smart.
I don't think that any of the calls for Raw were all that smart either.
Nope. But here's the thing, John. There's over 20 women in NXT right now, so they need to move some of them up.
Yeah, I know.
They just picked the wrong ones.
Yeah.
So, John, that has been it for Heel Turn, a production of ProWrestling.Cool.
It's not just cool, it's not cool.
We do the show live every Wednesday at 9:30 p.m. Eastern Time over at twitch.tv/ozone online and on YouTube if you just search for ProWrestling.Cool. You do the rest of the plugs.
Oh, okay. I mean, I was confused. You're like, I was like, well, I guess he's doing a good job of this. What do I need to do? I go to sleep now.
No, because I don't usually do this part. I'm getting confused. Please help me.
I don't know. I've already gone to sleep, man.
Don't worry. Today Tommy will be gone in a while.
Fuck! Shit! No! I hate this! Yeah. Look, if you want to keep up to date with what we're doing, Facebook at facebook.com/PWDOTC, where you can check us out there. Check us out on Twitter at The Heel Turn. We, of course, as we said, do this show live every Wednesday starting at 9 p.m. Eastern over at twitch.tv/ozononline. And, of course, you can check us out over at our Patreon. If you like what you hear and you like what you see, you can be a subscriber and give us money and get like cool exclusive things like these show notes or exclusive podcasts and stuff like that. Patreon.com/PWC. Check us out.
And here's the thing, John. If you are crazy enough to pay $20 a month, you can pitch us things to write about on the website or talk about on the podcast. And somebody actually did that.
It's true.
So next month, John is going to write some really erotic fan fiction.
I may or may not be working on erotic Velveteen Dream fan fiction.
Yep. So we will figure out a way to put that on the websites. And, yeah. If you want to...
I don't know if it's really figuring out a way as much as just making a new topic for whatever title I come up with for this terrible series.
Well, John, there's a lot of back end stuff I need to build to make that happen. It's actually not that easy.
You can't just put it in features.
No, I want to build out a special Patreon thing so that people can filter out that bad shit forever.
Hey. Nothing but the best shit. Come on.
Alright, fine. They can filter out the good shit and just ingest that by itself. How about that?
Alright, yes.
And any other social medias?
Man Animal and Lady Animal.
Nope.
Destroy all man animals at will.
Man Animal Crossing, Lady Animal Crossing.
Kane lives.
But find me on Twitter at @the_ozone.
Find me on Twitter at IamJohnGM and also other bunch of places over the intertubes where I exist.
Do you exist?
It's questionable.
Alright, well. To all our North American listeners, I want to wish you all a very happy Thanksgiving.
Yeah, it sucks that we couldn't do a thankful episode this year, but I mean, let's be honest. Is there really that much that we're thankful about in wrestling right now?
We barely had time to talk about Raw and SmackDown. Such a
like I said, I ain't thankful for any of them shits.
Oh wow, I like. No, you know what? SmackDown was a really bad episode this week. I'll admit it. It was one of the worst SmackDowns since the brand split.
Also, I'm just gonna throw it out there. They did a good job. Most of the people on the SmackDown roster look like jabronis on Sunday.
And you know what? Most of them look like jabronis on Tuesday as well.
Great!
Yep.
It's such a shame that everybody in the Raw roster is a jabroni as well. But yo, Jason Jordan is a fucking punk.
Nobody wins. Everyone sucks. Welcome to wrestling. We'll be back.
Hey, can I get out of this match? No, dog, that's nepotism. Oh, no, it's fine. Okay, I can win anyway. It's all...
Wow.
Fuck you, Jason Jordan.
Fuck you, Jason Jordan. We'll be back next week with another episode of Heel Turn. And until then...
No, seriously. Fuck you, Jason Jordan.
You should add him. Call him out.
Don't at me, bro.
Add him.
No, don't at me.
Do it.
Don't at me.